boop. Hey, good morning to all of you wonderful, amazing, incredible, cool cats. I hope you cool cats are ready, excited, and, well, ultimately ready to do this because this is my first ever reaction live stream. The fact that I'm doing this also with the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal, it's pretty crazy to think about right now. And of course, I'm pumped up for this, so I had to literally... get huge for this. Good morning. Actually, I haven't even thought about food. This is how much focused I am right now, honestly. So yes, I have not literally even thought about food. This is like the thing I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning and I was like, oh my gosh. So, but yes, cool cats. So do not worry, Wendy. I will let you know when I am indeed ready for food and things of that nature. So we will. I'll definitely let you know in advance. But yes, this is pretty crazy to think about. It's the very first time we're doing this. I'm doing this. I'm sure you cool cats have probably gone to other, amazing VTubers streams to, review live reactions. But I'm appreciative that you cool cats are here to watch along with me and get my literal live reactions to what this new system is all about. So but yes, cool cats. And again, I do appreciate you cool cats coming in this early. I know this is something I've not done. This is something that I usually don't do and things of that nature, but phew, yep, this is crazy. So we're at the 5-minute countdown, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the screen so that way we can start getting ready to listen to all this cool, crazy stuff, cool cats. Alrighty. So we're ready. We're set. I got the volumes up, so we should be good to go. Everything is live. And trust me, I did all my things as far as getting everything squared away. I reset the computer. I double checked to make sure everything was updated and everything was good to go. So we should be good. We should be good. Yeah. Hey, once again, thank you, cool cats. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you once again for joining in with this. This is, again, pretty awesome, pretty amazing. And like I said, first time I'm doing this, so so I'm just going to kind of roll with the punches here and see how this is going to work. But again, my actual like real-time live reactions to this thing. So I can't wait. And like I said, I probably should have created like some type of bingo card and stuff like that. But what I really am hoping for is that there's some type of boost mode for older titles and stuff, at least to get certain older titles up to 60 frames a second. I don't care about, the resolution. I care more about the frame rates. So, because I'm like, if Sonic Generations can just get that, up to 60 frames per second thing, that would be awesome. But we'll just have to wait and see what Nintendo's cooking here. So, but yeah, I know I might end up regretting, not eating myself because I am hungry. I didn't actually eat much last night when I got home from work. I think the only thing I had was like a thing of yogurt and something else and some tea. I think that's all I had when I got home from work last night. Because then last night I focused all my attention to get this fixed up and ready to go. In fact, I fell asleep in the middle of getting it done. So there was a lot of other things I wanted to do, but I just didn't get a chance to do it. So yeah. And hey, man, how you doing? I guess this is crazy. The fact that we're getting ready to watch a live stream on my live stream. It's pretty crazy to think about. So, but for those who don't know, and what I've heard, that this is supposed to be 1 hour long. So this is supposed to be a 1 hour long presentation. So that's what I heard. Now, who knows? But that's what I heard, that it's supposed to be 1 hour long. I know. As soon as it drops, I've had to wiggle around a lot of stuff so that way I can pre-order at least. So, but I mean, who knows? I mean, if I get enough money for like for my birthday or whatever, then I can, you know, then I truly won't have to worry about it. That just means I'll probably just have to do a lot more commission work and stuff like that. So, all right, cool cats, we're getting ready. We're down to the last minute. Less than a minute to go. Crazy. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're starting out with games. That's one thing we can give Nintendo credit for doing these crazy, amazing animations. Mario 64 in 4K. Yep, we're starting out with games first. And Mario Kart. Is this Mario Kart 9?
Let's go!
That's a lot of racers. Because they said it was like supposed to be like 24 racers in this version. I mean, that's going to be a lot of people playing online. That is, if it supports 24 players online. My question is, will they support amiibos as well? Dang, you can wall jump? Cool. You can even go across power lines. Dang. Well, hello. What the? Wow. Wow. Costume changes in the middle of the course? Dang. Mario Kart World, okay. Wow.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
The Cool Cast can hear everything, correct?
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry
You
in the
can
Mario
wall
Kart
ride.
series
That's
is
crazy.
launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world.
Jeez, that's big.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Nice. Dynamic rudder.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Dang. Basically, it's
In the
like,
classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
so it's like Forza Horizon, Mario style.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Wow.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also
roam mode,
freely
wow.
drive around this vast world
That's awesome.
in free roam.
Dude, it's straight up Forza Horizon.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
Wow.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends
Nice.
and even take photos together at different locations.
So basically, it's like Mario, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart style. That's awesome, though. They did a good job with that. I was not expecting that.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Nice.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information
So, April
in the
17th.
future.
Cool.
Mario Kart World
Nice.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, that's
We'll
a
share more details in the future, so
that's
we
a
hope you're
guaranteed
looking
buy.
forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
okay. So we got some tech stuff now.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
Joy-Con 2s. Okay.
And on the right Joy-Con 2,
Yeah. What
we've
is?
added a new C button.
So what's the C button about?
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Okay.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
Together.
That was me. That was you.
Oh, get out of here. So it's basically like they put Discord in the system.
Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
Oh.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Wow. So like
what's up?
Discord built into the system.
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Yeah, follow
Okay.
Nice.
Adventure.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh wow.
But you're still behind me, right?
So it actually has built-in
It
microphone.
can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Wow,
Jump on
Nintendo.
here. All right, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly,
Oh, wow.
letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat?
Nice.
Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful.
So it has
Okay.
noise
And
reduction.
you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it? You guys, I just did it.
I want to do it too. Oh, shoot. Oh, ooh. Oh, he's trying to
Not like in the FPS if you do that, though. Obviously, there's a lot of lag.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content,
But that
even
is
while
cool,
playing
though.
different games.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, so
that
it's like
one. It's so hard, right?
It is like Xbox
Oh, wow.
parties.
I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell,
That's
I'm
awesome.
falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe, we're safe.
Kirby, look, you're
Yeah.
a
Hey, Rock, how you
That's
doing,
so
buddy?
Cute.
so cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen,
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
or expand another friend's game screen.
Huh, interesting.
Get above that
Yeah.
wall that's to your left.
Hey, look, I'm looking
It's just
for
like the wall,
if
like
we
you
do
should
do
pass the
an
wall.
F-Zero,
have to do a little
I'd be so
So everyone can watch them play.
yeah. They definitely need to fix the frame rate if they're gonna do this game sharing thing, or screen sharing. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess, but still.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay! Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang. Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay.
Sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's
What?
this.
A camera?
By connecting this camera to the system,
So you can't actually do
Hey, what's
what I'm
up?
doing.
Hello. Yo, Nick. Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear on screen
Wow.
and video chat while playing a game.
That's awesome. That's actually pretty
Nick,
cool.
how was your test yesterday?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind, guys.
There you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which
Wow,
use your
so-
camera feed like this.
Oh, okay.
No, wait.
that looks
Go
good.
left,
That's
go
good.
left. Left,
Oh, wait,
left.
what if I
Okay.
go a little more this way?
Wow.
Using Game Chat.
Quite clearly, I'm
Even
not
when
going to
you're
use that
apart,
except
you
with
can play games and
actual
hang
friends
out
and
as if
people
you
that I
were
know.
together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites.
Yeah, hopefully they would create something like that, I would hope.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families.
Yeah, no, it took
All
Nintendo
together,
forever, but
anytime, anywhere. Game Chat.
yeah, that'll be the next thing they'll have to
What
do.
did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2. A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
Well, that kind of figures.
However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time.
Okay, so it's good.
We hope you'll
for-
try it out. Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental
Hey,
permission
there's
is always
Bowser.
required when a
There's
child
good Daddy
wants to
Bowser.
use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another
Yeah.
new experience
It's
you can
good.
share
It
with
looks
family
good.
and
I mean-
friends.
It's imperfect, but I think it works.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share.
Nice.
As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
Nice.
With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who
Thank
also
you.
have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You
Thank
can share a game with up to
you.
3 other systems at a time.
Wow.
GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via game chat, which we showed earlier.
Dang.
GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
That is cool, though.
GameShare support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Nice. That's 1080p. Nice, nice. Up to 120 frames per second.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Nice.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay, so there's a release button. Okay, but hey, HDR, I'll take HDR, I guess.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Okay, cool.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Nice. Mouse controls, nice.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
Nice.
Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
I wonder if they installed Hall Effect joysticks in those. Yeah, I never had it.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
Yep, at least we know the kickstand.
You can move it freely, like this.
Thank you for including those two USB-C ports.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
So now we can actually charge and not have to worry about
charging in tabletop mode.
Don't have to worry about the USB-C cable getting in the way when you're charging it.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Thank you, Nintendo.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
Thank you.
For storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
4K support, nice. The dock is 4K
Use
support.
the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
Nice.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you for listening to us.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Nice.
This helps keep performance stable.
Nice. So it has a built-in fan. Nice, nice.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Yeah, thankfully they did give us backwards compatibility, so I'm happy about that.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
What the heck?
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Oh, so they're throwing...
Exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Nice. So it's basically like what they did with Welcome Park with the PS
I'm
Vita.
standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
Nice. Cool, so they actually give you the actual
The SL
text.
and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal.
Wow.
So that's how they attach to the system.
So it's through the actual buttons. Interesting.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
Interesting.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
So just basically
By combining
just like
the mouse controls
the Wii
and
controller.
gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty.
Interesting.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Should have came free.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Okay, cool.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
Oh, express cards.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Okay, so we now have micro SD
Please
card.
note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Oh, that's bull.
Additionally,
That sucks.
to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro controller.
Okay, so we got a brand new Pro controller.
It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons,
Oh, nice.
which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio
Thank
jack
you,
has been
Nintendo.
added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
What is it? Give it to us, baby.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches
Wow.
on June 5th.
June 5th.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
That was not on my card. I thought they were going to release it in the fall.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Okay.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
Obviously.
The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
Interesting.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Yeah. It's like I'll probably wait honestly for just after they get
Super
through
Mario
the
Party
original
Jamboree
first shot
is
of
getting an upgrade
things
on
because-
Nintendo Switch
just
2.
because.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini-games using full body movement
so
and
this is basically
sound.
like a better version of the
Finally,
Kinect.
take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Go! Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
Oh, nice. Oh, so it's a a rail
When you
shooter.
enter a
Nice.
pipe, a mini-game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station?
Nice.
From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Nice. Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Nice. Cool. That's good. So you don't have to rebuy the
Please
whole
look
game
forward to a new
again.
Mario Party experience
So you just get
where you
it's
can
like basically
see each other's
DLC.
reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more
Thank
Nintendo
you,
Switch
Nintendo.
2 Edition games.
Now, hopefully you do the same thing. Ooh. So Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and Tears of
Nintendo
the
Switch 2
Kingdom.
editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Nice.
And also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
Jeez, finally.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles.
Interesting.
For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Nice.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Or you can share your creations using
I'm just
QR
happy that they're
codes and
finally
send them to
doing
another
stuff
player to
finally.
create in
Yeah,
their
it took
game.
them long enough, but I'm just happy that the fact that they're finally giving us things that we've asked for so long.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Cool. Oh, nice.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
Nice.
along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
I gotta finish this game because I bought it and I haven't even finished it yet.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Huh. Interesting.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive
Nice.
gameplay on Switch 2.
Nice.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120
Oh, they have a
frames
performance
per second.
mode. Nice.
Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you.
Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Nice.
We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Now that's smart.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a
I
look.
guess it's like DLC or something of that nature. Huh. So basically this is like their tech demo, like how ARMS played. So I guess this is their new tech demo game. Oh, 6 players online. Interesting. Nice, you can do tricks. Yeah, it's different. That's it. So you can actually do tricks. That's actually pretty cool.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
That's very
Next,
interesting.
here
It
are some
seems like-
games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
It sort of reminds me of Virtual On, the way that you had had two joysticks to work with in the arcade.
Between. This world is in dire need of repair.
Elden Ring is coming to the Switch.
You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Wow. The very first From Software game. Hey, if they can just put Bloodborne on the Switch,
I'm Greg Kasavin from
they would make a
Supergiant
killing.
Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Nice.
Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Oh, what we got
皆
from
さんこんにち
Capcom.
は。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルは
What?
ストリートファイタ
What?
ー6です。
I'm done.
本体を持ち寄って
I'm
も
done.
対戦はもちろん Nintendo Switch 2だけの新モードもあります。
Oh, snap.
通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンも、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボと
Amiibo's coming too.
What? スイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Oh, snaps. Oh, I'm done. I'm
Initiating
done.
Arsenal boot sequence.
I was not expecting that.
All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Thanks for the warm welcome! This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
This looks pretty interesting.
Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children.
Oh, it's
bring
Demon
hope
Ex
to our
Machina.
lives.
Nice.
Don't they?
Hey, this is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split
Wow,
Fiction
Split
to come
Fiction
to
is also
Nintendo
coming to
Switch 2.
Switch? Wow.
The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
I was not expecting this.
Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this, if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports,
get rid of it.
We're bringing fans together
Get
across
rid
the
of it.
world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan
Sorry,
T
you have
from
not
Avalanche
been good since
Software.
the bigs.
We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Nope, I'm not a Harry Potter person, so.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
I heard that they, like, butchered this version. Like, they totally got rid of the tracks and all kinds of stuff. That's what I heard. It's cool that they did it, but I mean, it's just been the same exact stuff. It's like, man. SpongeBob. They put SpongeBob in there. Okay, then.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
Huh, interesting.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Oh, no problem, buddy. Have a good day at work there.
Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
What? What? Wow.
James Bond.
James Bond.
The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Nice. Please tell me it's a remake of GoldenEye or a brand new GoldenEye,
The
something.
story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and
Was not
Default
expecting
commands
that.
that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. and all-new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
Hey, we got some Yakuza action.
我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ、
Nice.
期待の場所、
Yakuza
ディレクターズカット
Director's
です。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地をめぐる争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
Nice.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Okay, what we got? Oh boy.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
We got a new
But in
Zelda.
time,
a
terrible evil
some
arose.
type of Hyrule Warriors game.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Wait, are we controlling Zelda for this?
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
So the prequel to Tears of the Kingdom. Yep, another Hyrule Warriors game. It shouldn't surprise me since the other one was so good. I know, seriously. I'm waiting for that. Dan Koei, I see you coming up. I see you coming up.
That was Hyrule Warriors.
Look, we still
Age
got
of
the Ninja
Imprisonment.
Gaiden game coming out.
It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
So, yeah, good question.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
I kind of figured that.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack,
yeah, the expansion pack,
you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
Oh, what do we got?
Please take a look at this.
GameCube? I called it.
Nintendo Switch Online
Nice.
Plus expansion
So that means we're
pack
finally
will
going to be
begin
able to
a new
freaking play
classic game library
Melee.
exclusive to Nintendo
We got Melee.
Switch 2.
Please tell me we got
Nintendo
Melee.
GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
You better
Legend of Zelda
put Melee
game
on
that
the
looks
launch
like a
title
cartoon
list. You
come
better
to
do
life
it.
Through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
Ooh, Soul Calibur 2,
Transcending history
nice.
and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon.
And Link.
from the Legend of Zelda series
Nice.
enters the fray.
Thank you.
Soul Calibur 2.
Hey, F-Zero
Experience a
GX.
world of white-knuckle
Nice.
racing at speeds over 2,000
I'll take
kilometers
this.
per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring
Which
the
was
series'
created by
first
Sega.
machine customization and story mode. Get ready to experience.
Now, come on. You gave us this.
GX.
We're asking for a new one. We're asking for a
Games
new
that
one. You're
support
giving us this.
multiplayer, up
Give
to
us a
4
new
can
one.
play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future.
Oh, come
Nintendo
on. They're not
GameCube,
going to give us...
Nintendo Classics,
Man.
the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
Nice.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games
Hopefully Nintendo
or haven't
will
played them
eventually
before,
cave in, because
we
like,
hope you're looking
now we have
forward to
access
Nintendo
now.
GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
Officially
Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Yeah, sadly. Oh, Deltarune. Wow.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
Wow.
Borderlands is back.
I was not looking at that.
Loot
I was
and shoot your way
not
through a world
expecting
filled
that.
with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games.
Wow, Civilization
We're
is
releasing
actually
the
coming to
Nintendo
the
Switch
Switch.
2 edition
Wow.
of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history.
Yeah.
With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience.
Oh, I guess one of my
Civ 7
cousins
launches
will
on
be
the
excited
same
about
day as
this.
Switch 2.
Because they
And
love the
if you already own the
Civilizations
Nintendo
games.
Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K
there we
is
go.
coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
Nice.
We can't
2K
wait to
games
see you in the
are
ring.
coming. Nice.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
We got some lag.
Really have started to master this survival thing. Next. Ha! Nicely done. Well, that's everything. Tastes amazing.
Come on.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Intuitive.
At Enter the Gungeon 2. Well, it's an aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style.
We got it.
3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
Stupid thing. Yeah, it froze. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. I think there's like a... That's a delay. Something. There's like some type of delay going on.
My name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go.
Yeah, we got a
Get ready
massive
to meet
delay
unforgettable characters and discover when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。Nintendo Switch 2で
Yeah, they messed up.
Final
The streams messed
Fantasy
up.
リメイク
Not on my end, it's on Nintendo's
発売いたし
end.
ます。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただけます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got Final Fantasy coming. Nice. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Path of Goddess is coming out. Wow. Okay, so Silk Song is coming out 2025. We've got confirmation. We just don't know the date. Yeah, well, there's a Sega game finally. 2 points museum, but I'm not big into that. Ooh, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, nice. Rune Factory's back. Yeah, Karuma, that I'm looking forward for that one. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Yeah, Outlaws, we've been hearing about Outlaws forever. Fast Fusion. Oh, I was about to say, is that a new? Was that the FG? I thought for sure that was an F-Zero game, but I guess not. Okay, that's creepy. Yeah, we kind of figured Fortnite was gonna come. Ooh, Ridge Racer! Original Ridge Racer. I hope they put a Revolution on that. That'd be cool. KOF, either KOF or City of the Wolves. I'd be cool with that.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
Okay, what we got?
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Uh-oh. What? What? What is going on? Okay, that's freaking creepy. But this is From Software, so you know where we're going. Y'all know where we're going with this.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
Nice.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood. Will flow for one, and one alone.
The Dusk Bloods. Woohoo. Wow. So this is a this must be a Bloodborne spin-off. Oh, it's exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners.
I wasn't
We'd like to thank the
expecting
developers
that.
who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Jeez.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, a new Kirby game. Is it a new Kirby game? What? Is Air Ride back? Wow, Air Ride is back. Sakurai's on it. Sakurai's on it. And it's coming out this year.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Wow.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
So new Pikmin? Oh! The Kong is back! The Donk is back! Oh, dang! Wow. Okay, I'm definitely getting Hulk Ultimate Destruction vibes from this. Nice, even classic levels, dang. Okay, the animation. I like the animation. Wow. Oh, that looks fun. That actually looks fun.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world.
Wow.
More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Okay.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
Sweet. Okay.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today. You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wow. So we got some good stuff. We got some good stuff going on. Okay, and they'll be going to the tree house as well. Nice. So that's actually that was pretty good. You know, it's the fact that they really put a lot of thought into this. You know, it wasn't just a randomize, like, oh, we're just going to do this sort of thing and just like drop it and things of that nature. So, but yeah, it definitely it's definitely worth the wait. I'll put it to you, Cool Cats, that way. It's definitely worth the wait. Like I said, I was expecting it to come out closer towards the fall. That's what I was expecting. But man, oh day, honestly, that's looking really good. But again, I want to check I just wanted to find out just the information as far as the tech stuff goes.
Starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on
It's an
Nintendo
LCD,
Switch.
but it is HDR, so it kind of
Game
makes
share
up for
support
it.
is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
I just wanted to check that out
Up
really
next,
quick.
we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger
7.9
built-in screen.
inches.
Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
That's pretty nice, though.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
So we got 1080p gameplay, which is nice. Up to 120 FPS. I am glad. Whatever.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second,
Whatever
allowing
monitor
for smoother
that you're using.
gameplay in supported titles.
Jeez.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
Which is nice.
Detach
I do
your
like
controller
that.
easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Because see, the thing with the, because I'm sure with you cool cats knowing how the original Switch works with the rails and stuff like that, eventually the rails, I've noticed that like with like one of my Joy-Cons, I would notice that you could wiggle the Joy-Con a little bit, you know, in and out of the rail and such like that.
Magnetically.
And sometimes it wouldn't,
Strong magnets
charge
keep the
correctly.
controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
But at least we have that release button, so at least right there where you can see the thing at least we do have some type of, like, it keeps it in place. So even though we do have magnets, it still keeps it in place, thankfully, which is smart. So I'm thankful that they've done that.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
No, the only thing I do have an issue
The
with...
LCD screen is controllers.
The only thing that I have the issue with is just the contact points here. So the one thing I don't like is the contact point because, you know, crud could get into that, the crevice area of that right there. So that's like the only thing I don't like about the new contact points. And then also the mouse, it's not infrared, but it's basically I'm assuming they're using a laser, some type of laser for the mouse type input for it. That's what I'm thinking. So, but that's basically what I'm thinking that they're going to be using for the Switch itself, as far as the mouse goes and things of that nature.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2
But yeah,
held
at least the
horizontally.
SL, the buttons, the SL and the SR buttons are bigger, which is nice.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
See, they don't say anything about the sticks being Hall effects. That's the only thing that I don't like. It's like, please tell me that we can at least...
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to
Hopefully
play
there
with
are-
compatible games.
I would hope
Both
that there
the
are
left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
Hall effects in those things. That's what I'm hoping.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat.
Which is nice.
It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Yeah, this is true too, since the Hall effect does use that, so...
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
But thankfully they have a USB-C on the top, which I'm thankful for.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
And good. It's proprietary. Good. Thank you, Nintendo. It's proprietary. It's no longer proprietary. So now you can take a regular, standardized charging brick and plug it into the wall. Now, I'm assuming, based upon the specs of the original Switch and things of that nature, I'm assuming it's probably going to be on board with like a, let's say, a 35-watt system, or potentially maybe 45 watts. I don't know the wattage of that, but I'm assuming
as well.
How the as we call it in the trade, a wall wart.
It's
we need to know how much wattage this has.
Camera or charging in.
But what was the documentation? I wanted to see what the documentation was at the bottom.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
Yeah, that's just about the
or
online systems,
charging in tabletop mode.
Online system compatibility and things of that nature. But I'm assuming it's probably going to be a 45-watt charger.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Thank you. We have 256
8 times that of
gigs
Nintendo Switch
inside,
for storing your
which is
game
nice.
downloads, save data, and more.
But the question is, how much is the internal system memory? I want to know what the entire. I just want to know what the system memory is, like how much internal memory is going towards the operating system for the Switch. That's my question. And then two, we didn't actually get a look at the actual user interface. Is the user interface going to be the same as the Switch, or is it going to be a brand new user interface? And then for the love of God, please tell me, if they have a brand new user interface, please tell me we can get themes, because that's the one thing that I missed from the 3DS is being able to buy and download themes to, make it different, make it look a little bit more exciting, because, looking at what we have for the Switch, it's boring. I'm thankful we had a dark mode.
Reading and writing data is
still
also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable.
So we do have LAN support, people. We do have LAN support, so we do no longer need to buy a. Like for those, because I have the Switch OLED, and the Switch OLED actually has a LAN support cable port in it. So thankfully, they took that same mentality with the Switch 2. So we do have a LAN port, we have the adapter port, and we have the HDMI port.
Up to 4K resolution for
And then, okay, so on the side here, because see, they didn't go into specific details about the entire thing.
Compatible games.
So we do have two USB-Cs,
HDR is also
or two USB
TV
cables
mode.
on the side. And we do have a fan, so that means
the Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
So we may not be able to have a portable thing like we did with the original Switch, because I had bought one of those adapters that actually allows you to not have to worry about bringing your dock with you when you go, various places and stuff, which this is understandable, because I'm sure that thing is going to be kicking out a lot of power and of course a lot of heat. So definitely needs to be cooled down with a fan of sorts. And that doesn't surprise me. A lot of people were watching, so
on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch
now
2
I had to-
isn't simply...
So I did want to look at
controls and
the.
gyroscope. There are plenty to have mouse.
Let me see here. So what was the things about the cards?
Some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Okay.
Next up is
So
additional
the,
storage.
So the express card. So as you can tell, the EX symbol here for SD cards. So now that's
Switch
a thing
2
now.
will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Which sucks. That does sucks. That does sucks. So the thing about this is that you're going to have to get a SD card converter so that way you can move your games or re-download them all onto the Switch 2. So for those who have Switches and are using SD cards, they will not work with the Switch 2 unless your SD card is already an express card. So please keep that in mind, cool cat. So if you get your Switch 2, your original SD cards will not be compatible, which sucks, but it's because of the data rates and such. So the data rates, it requires a lot of data, transfer speeds and such. So the express cards are the only types that will work in the Switch 2. Now, I'm assuming the express cards are still universally compatible with cell phones and various other devices that take SD cards. That's my assumption because express cards are pretty much new on the market and things of that nature. So, but just keep that in mind. But at least for a while, at least you don't have to worry about buying, unless you're like me and you've got a 512 gigabyte SD card for your Switch. So at least I know with these in advance now, I will have to get a 50, well, I'm even a 256 because, like I said, I'm rocking a 512 right now, but I might actually have to get a 512 because if the thing about it is you'll have to, compensate for the bigger size files and stuff like that for Switch games. So ultimately, we're going to end up having to possibly get like up to a terabyte of SD card storage just to run certain, because if you're talking, you got Street Fighter 6 coming to the Switch and the brand new Bloodborne games, and of course, Nintendo's and their Nintendo's first party games and stuff like that. These are probably going to be big games. So
Additionally,
and then, dang it. Of course, they took it down. Give me a second, cool cats. I will pull that up some here. So that's the only thing that really is going to end up sucking for the most part is just, because I'm assuming what you can do, at least I'm assuming, now I can't be, the way I'm thinking this might work for the SD card to SD card express type, you'll probably have to get an SD card reader that supports the express types, obviously, and you'll be able to first format the express card into the Switch 2 first, so that way it's good to go, and then you simply plug in the SD card reader into your computer and just do the simple drag and drop thing. But your SD card, the express card, first has to be formatted for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's my thought process. Now, again, I could be completely wrong. Nintendo could do something completely different. Like, for instance, if you have a Switch and you plug your Switch 2 via USB cable to a Switch 2, so from your original Switch to the Switch 2, plug it in via USB-C cable, you can do data transfers that way, which would probably be much more efficient. I think that would probably be the best way to do it, is so that way when you transfer your stuff, you don't have to worry about being connected to the internet and having to re-download everything. So that would be something that they could do. I would like for them to do something like that, but obviously we won't be able to tell what they're going to do until literally we get our hands on the systems and stuff like that. So, but let me see if I can just refine the thing here. Let's see.
Letting you chat. 4th coaster.
さて、任天堂スイッチ2で遊べるロードソフトとして貼ってあるボタンの素材が鉄でできていて、
USB-C port found on the bottom of the console. There's one on top as well in T-game download games.
Sorry, I was just trying to get
HDR is
that back.
also supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your console.
任天堂スイッチ2は
Switch 2
でくっつけていただく
スイッチ版と同じまでスイッチでお使いになっていたマイクロ SD カードは使えませんのでご注意
Okay, so that's what I'm assuming that's probably the same thing. I'm assuming that's what they're probably going to end up
スイッチから
doing.
スイッチ2へのデータ移行は
Okay, so you can't do a
任天堂アカウントでログイン
data
していただくことで
transfer.
セーブデータやゲームソフトなどが転送できる丸ごと転送機能が使えます。そして新しい
But I would assume that you could use your USB-C cable and just plug it in directly from one system to another. But of course, for those who are trading in their switches and such like that, obviously you wouldn't be able to do that, which is kind of sucky. I wish they would make it where you could literally like do all your transfers and stuff like that and then trade your system in, because obviously you're not going to be messing around with the system and anything like that.
プロコントローラーが
After you traded
登
in,
場します。
obviously.
ゲームチャットを起動する C ボタンと背面には好きなボタンを割り当てられる GLGR ボタンが増えました。さらにヘッドホンマイク端子も追加しています。このダイレクト終了後に公式ホームページを公開します。また、私たち3人が任天堂スイッチ2の開発についてお話しする開発者に聞きましたも公開しますので、合わせてご覧いただければと思います。
Now, the one thing I had heard rumors about you being able to actually do a thing with the original Switch and being able to like, I guess, do something with like the Wii U in terms of like having the dual screen, like basically being able to use dual screen or play DS games using two different Switch consoles, but obviously they didn't. That was probably just a rumor.
任天堂スイッチ2の発売日をお伝えします。任天堂スイッチ2の発売日は6月5日です。
So again, June 5th
皆
is
さ
when
んで
it's being
遊んでもらえ
launched.
る日が来ることを私たちも心待ちにしています。もうしばらくお待ちください。
さて、任天堂スイッチ2で遊べるソフトには大きく3つの種類があります。
Yep, so we have
まずは
the Switch 2
任天堂
games,
スイッチ
original
2の
Switch,
専
and
用ソフトです。スイッチ2の性能や特徴を生かしたゲームをプレイいただけます。
like the enhanced Switch
2
2
つ目は
version
任
games.
天堂スイッチで発売したソフトです。
Right now, theoretically,
3つ目は
SD cards can go up to 2 terabytes right now,
エディションで
theoretically.
す。スイッチで発売した
But
いくつかの
1
タイトルにおい
terabyte is
て
the current that they can
グ
go
ラ
up
フィックを向上させたり、
Or it's
スイッチ2ならではの遊びを追加し
1.5 I
て新たにお届けします。
ではここでスーパーマリオパーティージャンボリーの任天堂スイッチ2エディションをご紹介します。こちらをご覧ください。
Which, and again, I'm glad that they...
Mario Party. So
Let me fast forward through that.
mouse control can a spray paint plus Jamboree TV by purchasing.
So basically what we've got going on right now is obviously we're looking at the EU version of this. But the thing with this is at least we have at least some type of DLC form and being able to upgrade from Switch 1 to Switch 2 games with this upgrade ability, which is nice. Which I'm assuming it's kind of going to be the same thing, like physically. Like they'll have the physical game card, but then they'll just have the upgrade via DLC. That's what I'm thinking, because, you know, this is what certain other companies have done. You buy the original game card, and you have to download. You'll get a download code for the other portion of the, you know, DLC or the additional portions of the game. That's what I'm assuming, but again, I won't know anything until I literally see what's going on.
その他の任天堂スイッチ2エディションをご紹介します。ゼルダの伝説ブレスオブザワイルドとティアーズオブザキングダムのそれぞれの任天堂スイッチ2エディションでは解像度やフレームレートが向上し鮮やかな色合いを表現できる HDR にも対応するなどより高精細で滑らかなグラフィックでプレイいただけるようになります。さらにハイラルの冒険を深く楽しめる
And still, speaking of which, I'm glad they have like an enhanced versions, but it would have been nice if they would have had like an actual boost mode just to automatically take advantage of the, you know, capabilities of the Switch 2. I wish they would have done that. But maybe they might have done it. They might do it. Maybe some third-party developers might allow an unlocked version of their games through a patch or something like that, you know, exclusively for the Switch 2.
ゼルダノーツが使えるようになります。ゼルダノーツとはスマートフォンアプリ任天堂スイッチアップからご利用いただける任天堂スイッチ2エディション専用のコンテンツです。例えばまだ訪れたことがないところなどいろんな場所に案内してくれたり。
But I will say this much, I really wish that companies would bring back strategy guides, because I mean, like, yes, it's cool being able to, like, you know, do all the stuff and watching video guides, but to me there was always like a cool thing of like looking at strategy guides. Like I have my Metal Gear Solid strategy guide right here in front of me, right? And it was always great to like look at the strategy guide in as you're playing the game and stuff like that. Now this is at least a little bit more welcoming.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
So at least this is nice. That's at least nice.
他にも
So to be frank, now if I can say this much, it would be cool if we start getting like these strategy guides in this way for apps. You know, like if a company could literally create a brand new strategy guide, a digital strategy guide, and make it very similar to this. Charge $5 for like for you know, each additional app sort of thing. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. I would really like that.
シェアして他の人のゲーム内で再現したり冒険がより楽しくなる機能がご利用いただけます。
But that will be nice. At least the app update,
星
that
の
would be
カービィ
nice.
ディスカバリーではグラフィック、フレームレートの向上を生かしたスイッチ2エディションのみで楽しめる追加ストーリーが登場します。
Now, one thing they did not talk about, which I wish they would have, is that I hope that they improve the eShop with the Switch 2 and stuff like that. So I hope they firstly improve the overall network, the online network, I hope. And I would hope that they could do something to fix the stupid thing with the original Switch's online capabilities and such like that. Because, you know, now we're going to be playing Street Fighter 6. We're going to be playing like 24+ players online on Mario Kart World. So I hope to God that they redo whatever they have to do with their network, so that way it works not only well with the Switch 2 games, but also with the original Switch games as well.
不思議な流星の力で変化する新世界。カービィの新しい冒険にぜひご期待ください。そしてメトロイドプライム4ビヨンドですが、スイッチ版に加え、スイッチ2エディションも発売します。
This is what's crazy.
通常操作の他にマウス操作による直感的なプレイが可能になります。さらに 4K60fps で没入感のある世界を探索するか、フル HD120fps の滑らかなアクションを楽しむか、 HDR に対応した2つのモードを好みや環境に合わせてお選びいただけます。
But it's the fact that we also have the ability of switching modes on here too.
ポケモンレジェンズ ZA もスイッチ版に加えスイッチ2エディションを発売します。スイッチ2のスペックを生かし、グラフィックやフレームレートの向上などによりリアルシティでの冒険をより快適に楽しむことができます。ご覧いただいた任天堂スイッチ2エディションですが、パッケージ版とダウンロード版を発売します。またすでにスイッチ版のソフトをお持ちの方はアップグレードパスをご購入いただくことでプレイできます。任天堂スイッチ2エディションをお楽しみに。
ここでジョイコン2のマウス操作による完全新作タイトルをご紹介します。こちらをご覧ください。
And just the mouse controls, like you never think about using two mice when you're doing stuff on a computer. Like I said, I think this is your tech demo game. You can tell this is their tech demo. But I think it is cool that you can actually do tricks in the game and stuff, so that's pretty interesting. But then also the question also with this is, like, even though it's mouse controls, can you actually also use air gestures too, like, standard motion controls to play with it too?
両手で2つのマウスを操作していろんなプレーを直感的に繰り出せるドラッグ&ドライブ。2つのマウスによる新たなチーム戦にご期待ください。続いては Nintendo Switch 2にやってくる。
So yet again, I mean, I'm very excited to see what the Switch 2 is really going to give us and such. I wish they would have a little bit more technical details about it. I'd like to know what graphics card it's using, the CPU, which I'm assuming they're probably using an ARM type of CPU. They're probably using an AMD graphics card in it. I'd like to know about how the heat sinks are and things of that nature. I mean, I'm assuming that game that's supposed to be coming out, it's supposed to explain like the stuff about it. Yeah, this Welcome Tour. So my assumption is it'll explain a lot more detail about what's actually inside of this, which is it's interesting, but why is it paid though? Like, because they said this is paid.
こんな感じで組み合わせやデモダウンロードソフトとして発売します。 興味のある方はつかないような細かな技術までたくさんあります。たくさんあります。Nintendo Switch 2と
Yeah, it's a paid digital title. I'm like, when the Vita came out, Vita had something called Welcome Park, and it explained like how the Vita basically worked, but it was a built-in app. But this you got to pay for, and I'm like, that's find out. Unless you tell me, like, you know, like, it's cool that you can actually see the inside parts of the Joy-Con here. So, I mean, I guess in a way it's interesting that they created a game to explain the inside of the system and stuff like that. It's interesting, but I wouldn't go as far as making this a paid title, you know. If it's a paid title, it better be like $5. It better not be worth no freaking $20. It should not be worth $20. I would, if you are going to charge for something like that, it better be like $5, $10 at the very most. But it can't be no more than $10, because I'm sure once you buy this thing, you're not going to like want to play it anymore. You know, this is exclusively just to kind of teach you what the Switch is about and all that stuff. So it's just like Nintendo, it's kind of a bad choice there. But like I said, when the Vita came out and it explained how the Vita worked, the motion controls, the touchscreens, the pads, all that cool stuff, that was a built-in title, and that was awesome, you know. And they made it where you could play it and get faster and faster and faster at your times and stuff like that, or get better scores. This is kind of a push. This is kind of like that. And I can't see myself spending any more. Literally, I can't see myself spending any more than $10 on something like this, you know. But knowing Nintendo, they'll probably jack it up to like $29, $39 potentially. But like I said, I can't see myself spending any more than $10 for this thing. So, but this is basically for me as a tech person. I am interested in this. I would just like it to have been included with the Switch for free, in my honest opinion.
同日にダウンロードソフトとして発売します。興味のある方はぜひ遊んでみてください。
But I want to go back. I do want to check out Mario Kart, and then we'll start wrapping up because this is getting closer to 11 o'clock. I'm getting hungry, so. Yeah, again, it's like, you're better off just finding the the schematic for the Switch 2 and figured everything out that way. You don't really need to create a program or a video game based upon talking about the console that you're creating and stuff. So, like I said, that's just kind of a bad call, charging somebody to like try to find out all the intricacies of the Switch 2. But look, the Mario Kart World, now this threw me. The fact that it's basically like Forza Horizon. This is Forza Horizon for Mario fans, essentially, which I wasn't expecting them to go this route. I was just thinking, okay, they're just going to like soup up, you know, Mario Kart 8 and make Mario Kart 8 with just more characters, more players to play online with and stuff like that, But now you got wall running, you can actually drive on power lines, which is pretty crazy. But the fact that you can actually go and explore anywhere, go off-world and stuff, that, and all the new abilities and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So it looks like Sonic Cross Worlds might have some competition here. No, they're going to have major competition.
の案内役を務めます。任天堂の川本です。任天堂スイッチ2のプロデューサーを担当しています。
城田です。任天堂スイッチ2のディレクターをしています。
マリオカートはどんな風になっているんでしょう。
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
It's pretty interesting. We've got dynamic weather too in this.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Which is crazy. I was not expecting that.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
So like I'm assuming there's no loading time to go right to the next course.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
So I wonder if they have battle mode.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Which is nice. That's
so
really
drive
cool.
wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct, so be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Oh, like I said, it's very interesting. It's the fact that you have the abilities of basically going anywhere in the game, which is like really awesome. So again, I wasn't expecting that. Totally wasn't expecting that. But I just want to see one little thing about Street Fighter 6. And then, like I said, then we'll start wrapping up here. Because I wonder if they have a thing for that. Oh, geez, of course. Like, everybody's like... I was trying to... clicking on event hubs, and event hubs, I'm sure everybody's, like, swarming event hubs right now. So, let's see here... Okay.
Here comes a new challenger. Fight.
Crossplay is supported. Crossplay is supported. Nice.
Local wireless match.
Swish and shake. So we got Weibo coming. Crazy.
Hope you're part of a fight. Cry for mercy.
I am the pride of the Shiranui.
Yes. Dude, to take Street Fighter 6 anywhere that I want on the Switch, I don't have to take my laptop with me on the Switch.
Welcome to Battle Network Academy.
That's
In this video, I'll be covering Dark Chips, Dark Soul.
Alrighty. Yeah, you cool cats know me. I like Battle Network, and I'm always looking at all the stupid stuff that they put on for updates. So that was very informative, very exciting. I can't wait. Now, I know I shouldn't get the Switch right away. I know I shouldn't jump and get the Switch right away, but I'm going to be honest. I am going to probably break down and get the Switch 2 on launch day. Make sure I get the warranty, because I'm just going to get it. I'm probably just going to get it from Best Buy. And, you know, I'll have the warranty and stuff like that. Because the reason why I want to get it right away, so that way I can actually do all of my, you know, let's say all my technical stuff with it, you know, make sure I have everything good to go. And if there's anything going on with it, of course, if anything happens, of course, I can let you cool cats know in advance. So basically, I would be the guinea pig in terms of whatever the heck happens with the Switch. So if I experience anything, of course, I can let you cool cats know. And because, look, I'm a tech person. I love tech. You cool cats know me. For those who follow me and have known me for years, I'm a tech person. I love trying to find out anything that I can about technologies and things of that nature. And to be frank about it, I really want to know everything that I can about the Switch 2. So I really want to find out what the Switch 2 is going to entail to. First, we don't even know the price of it. We know when it's going to be launched, but we don't know the price of it. But look, 2 months. Look, it only took 2 months for them to tell us exactly when they were going to drop this direct after they gave us the teaser. It took 2 months for this. Now it's only going to take 2 months more for the release of the actual Switch 2. So as soon as the pre-orders go live, I'll drop my pre-order, get my pre-order in. I'll probably end up getting the special bonus version of it and things of that nature. And if they come out with an OLED version of it, I can guarantee I'll probably upgrade and get the OLED version of it as well. Because OLED has spoiled me, but I also want to jump on the games ASAP and things of that nature. So yeah. But yes, anyway, cool cats, I thank you all so much for joining in. I appreciate the information highway that they gave us, all this crazy information and all that stuff. So thank you, Nintendo, for answering and giving us at least a good chunk of the things that we've wanted for so far. So, and yeah, and I hope you cool cats enjoyed the watch along. I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions, my feedback and things of that nature. And, you know, if we do this again, you know, of course, you know, if you cool cats like it, you know, of course, please let me know in the comments. Let me know via, you know, give me likes, you know, tell me, you know, what you liked, what you don't like. because I want to improve. If I'm doing this, if I'm going to keep doing this going along and things of that nature, I also want your feedback and such as well. But ultimately, you know, I'm giving my honest opinions, my actual full-blown reactions. You know, obviously this is not, you know, premeditated or anything of this nature. This is literally when it happened, you saw my reaction. But like I said, we'll probably do things like this more in the future. We'll kind of roll with the punches here. But hopefully the next big thing I will release will be actual, you know, offline reviews and things of that nature of tech stuff and whatnot. So that'll be the next big thing I'd like to start doing and whatnot. So, but until that next phase and things of that nature, we'll just kind of stick with what we have right now for here and now. But once again, thank you, Cool Cats, for joining in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And then don't forget tonight for the Picarto live stream, normal time, 9 o'clock tonight on Picarto. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you there. And if not, well, hopefully I'll catch you, Cool Cats, on Saturday night. And then we will kind of go from there for the next week, all right? So with all of that said, thank you all so much for joining in with this watch along. Thank you so much for the opportunity to do this. Thank you all so much. So until next time, I hope you all have a great, amazing rest of your days. Please take it easy. Please get some much needed rest if you need to get some rest. And as always, I will catch you all on fire later.